taking on the Chicago Bears.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Now, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On the run, this is Hunt. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Back to throw here. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
To throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 9-yard line.
This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
first and goal, Chicago.
So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Hunter Renfrow there to make the grab. And the Bears have taken the early lead. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that fourth seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I gotta tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get the host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't, just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason. The champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Play fake. Murray.
At the 41-yard line.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. The Bears in good field position to start out first and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Complete to
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, Nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target. But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee.
Complete.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now Murray again. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Murray to air it out again. Open man is Higbee, the tight end.
Murray.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the Bears.
Play action. Now it's Murray. That one is caught by Hunt. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing again, Murray. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or 2 short.
It's a gain of 6.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The Chicago offense set to get started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st down, Chicago.
Back to throw here on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cardinals, nothing.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Komet, the tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On fourth down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Cards will take over first and 10. The Cardinal offense takes back over. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
4 yards the pick up, first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Hunt. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
It's second and 8.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's going to have a Cardinals first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. They run the option here on first and 10. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
At his 48-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Shotgun now from Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And down he'll go at the 25. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Joe Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The open man here, Renfro. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Cardinals' 39-yard line.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun to give to Mixon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he will have the Bears' 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 11.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Bears 10, Cardinals nothing.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
First down, Murray gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing again on second down, Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over first.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful, because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that, because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0.
13, Cardinals nothing.
So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 2 games here on this wildcard Saturday is at halftime. We'll get back to you two in just a second. But first, let's take a look ahead to Sunday's action in the NFC. A 3-6 battle that ought to be a good one, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. Meanwhile, in our game, it took a little while to get settled in, but we were in for a battle royale in this second half. And to call the action, let's go back to the guys who've been there all year, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Tackled that time by Sidney Jones. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
But they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And that'll make it 13-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to Mixon on the check down. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
On the run, it's Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll run again with Hunt. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
13.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a man open down the middle of the field and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Bears.
They'll run here with Mixon. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 23.
Jalen Thompson on the tackle. A gain of 7. And
now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Cardinals' 19-yard line.
Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And the Bears are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people, to power his way forward.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
Two-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Bears 19.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. It makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you'd run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Now Murray again. And he completes it to Hunt. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Murray to air it out again. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Khalil Mack showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray, a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Murray. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's going to have the Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bears' 7-yard line.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Face mask. Defense.
Are you serious, dog?
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want